We're back for our daily MLB Best Bets here on Thursday, September 4th. We've got 6 games today in Major League Baseball, and we've got best bets in 5 out of the 6 of these games. Again, limited slate, but I think we're going to make the best of it. There is NFL action today, and if you want to see our NFL predictions, oh, that's college football. Our NFL predictions, make sure to check the description down below. We predicted every single one of the 16 NFL games this week, and also we predicted every single college football game as well. There's over 50-something of them. So yeah, the NFL video is an hour and a half long. College football video is 3.5 hours long. Make sure to go check out both of those. Those are linked in the description down below. Also on Greedo Plays MMA this week, our UFC Paris, Imava versus Borjayo for full card predictions. Our best bets for that card coming out at noon Pacific today as well. So go make sure to check out Greedo Plays MMA if you have not yet. Okay, on to the first of our 5 best bets today for the MLB, kicking things off with our first money line. So no Nationals today. The Nats won yesterday. They swept the Marlins. That's great. If you want to hear my opinion on that, Greedo Plays clips on TikTok. Anyways, the first of our 3 money lines today, going with the Philadelphia Phillies. Guys, we are heavily banking on the underdog today. Okay, so either this is going to go really well today or really poorly. We had a strong start to September. Yesterday wasn't great. It is what it is. Shout out to the Nats bullpen giving up some runs. We're going 3 money lines today, and I'll tell you right now, they are all underdogs. I think the value on underdogs today is actually really damn good, and we're starting things off by playing the Philadelphia Phillies against the Milwaukee Brewers. Pitching matchups, Ranger Suarez versus Freddie Peralta. Now, if you've been watching Freddie Peralta, he's gone 25 innings, give or take, without giving up a single run. And I know, why would you bet against that guy? Well, that's gotta end eventually. And the lineups he did that against, pretty impressive other than Pittsburgh, obviously, but Pittsburgh, Chicago Cubs, San Francisco Giants, and in Toronto against the Blue Jays. 6 innings against the Pirates, 3 hits, 0 runs. Cubs, 6 innings, 1 hit, 0 runs. Giants, 5 innings, 2 hits, 0 runs. Last start up in the 6 in Toronto, 6 innings, 1 hit, 0 runs. Yeah, Freddie Peralta's been pretty damn good. That has to end eventually. Even the best pitchers, this is too good of a run. And again, I give all the credit in the world to Peralta, who had a .32 ERA in the month of August. I'm telling you, though, it is the Philadelphia Phillies. And I get it, they have their nights where they are atrocious at the plate. This just feels like something's going to go wrong for Freddie Peralta here. I mean, from a baseball standpoint, obviously. I think, you look at the Phils, they scored 10 in the first game, they scored 3 yesterday. Schwarber's very due for something big. Bryce Harper is due for something very big as well. Trey Turner, I don't think it's talked about enough how great Trey Turner is. Batting 300 again this season, batting over 300. You get the guys in the middle of the lineup who are off and on. JT Realmuto, Harrison Bader's been great as a Philly. Castellanos, some nights. Alec Boehm, some nights. Weston Wilson goes yard yesterday because that's a thing. So Philadelphia loses the second of this 3-game set. They played Monday, took Tuesday off, played today or yesterday on Wednesday, and then obviously played today in the series finale. I think Philly's going to win it. I think they're going to take the series. Ranger Suarez goes for Philadelphia. You want to talk about how good Freddie Peralta's been? Well, Ranger Suarez has been really good this season too. The start of the month of August was kind of rough for him, but his last 2 starts, pretty damn good. Against the Nationals, 7 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs, 11 Ks against the Nats. And then against the Phillies, 5 innings, gave up 10 hits, only gave up 1 run. Okay, game is game. We'll take it out of Ranger Suarez. So he's been getting better, obviously, through his last couple of starts in the month of August. Peralta, really good pitcher, obviously. One of the best in the league. I know he's good. He's not .32 ERA good. And what I mean by that is that has to fall off eventually. Again, Peralta's a great pitcher. He's going to regress eventually. Tonight, I believe, is going to be that night. Or today, I guess it's at 1 o'clock. Brewers lineup, it is what it is. They've got guys. I'm not gonna dispute that. You go up and down the lineup: Churang, Churio, Contreras, Frelick, Isaiah Collins. I mean, those are the guys who've had 1 through 5 yesterday. They are great hitters in the Brewers lineup, but at the same time, Ranger Suarez, a very good pitcher for Philadelphia, and he should be able to find his way towards a victory today. Again, Peralta gonna go 7 innings. Suarez gonna go 7 innings. Peralta probably gonna go 6. I don't think he's gone 7 all year long. He's gone 8 once, and that was his second start of the year in April against the Royals. So, worst case, Ranger Suarez just buckles down, gives up 1 or 0 runs. Let's hope it's knock on wood there. And then, even if the Phillies don't score on Freddie Peralta, okay, he's going to be out after the 6th inning. And I get it, Brewers bullpen pretty decent. At that point, though, if you are at a point where you haven't scored a run in 5 innings, you might as well see a pretty good bullpen, right? Because of how good Peralta's been. But I think that the Phils are actually going to be able to score against Freddie Peralta. I know he's been good. Something's got to give eventually. He has been walking guys. 2 starts ago against the Giants, his team actually lost 7-1, and he went 5 innings of shutout baseball, but he walked 4 guys. Against the Cubs, he goes 6 innings, walks 3 guys. Braves, 5 innings, 3 walks. If you give the Philadelphia Phillies that many opportunities on the bases and that many free runners, somebody's going to take advantage, whether it be Turner, whether it be Schwarber, whether it be Harper, any of the former Nationals in the lineup. I do believe Philadelphia is going to take it. I still believe the Philadelphia Phillies are winning the World Series. Dodgers, don't move me. Padres, horrible. Mets, don't move me. They're good, but no. Brewers going to fall apart in the postseason. Who's the other team in the National League in the playoffs? It doesn't matter. No, it's the Cubs. Cubs aren't going anywhere, okay? Trust me, it's Philadelphia's National League to lose at this point. And look at the American League. Who's the contender in the American League right now? I don't know. Everyone's mid. I'm telling you, the Phillies are probably winning the World Series. Give me Philadelphia money line again. The plus money is great value today. Plus 110 for Philadelphia. On to our second best bet of the video. Again, the plus money is the best money today. I'm taking the Pittsburgh Pirates to beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. Guys, they've done it twice before. They've already done it twice in the series. I think this line might be moved now to Pirates plus 110. Don't look now. Pittsburgh's won 4 out their last 5. They've won 6 out their last 8. Beyond that, they've won 10 out their last 13 games. That's an insane stat. I don't know how Pittsburgh is doing it. They're only 14 games under 500. They have a way better record than my favorite team, and they've already won the series here against the Dodgers. They've won the first 2 games. I believe they're going to sweep. I know that is a crazy proposition to say that, yes, Pittsburgh is going to sweep the Dodgers, especially with Dennis Santana probably not eligible to pitch today just because he's gone back-to-back days and back-to-back saves. Yeah, probably not. That's okay. Paul Skeens is pitching. It's the only scenario ever where I would take the Pirates to beat the Dodgers. In any other scenario ever, I would say, okay, Dodgers lose the first 2 in Pittsburgh. They're more than due for a victory. Not with the best pitcher in Major League Baseball on the mound. Skeens is going to find a way to win this baseball game because he's just that good. Blake Snell's going for Los Angeles. Good pitcher. The best pitcher that the Dodgers have sent out so far in the series. They sent Kershaw on Tuesday. He kind of gets hit up early. They sent Emmett Shaheen yesterday. Shaheen doesn't do horribly, but Pittsburgh wins the game 3-0. And Mike Burrows goes out there and pitches shutout baseball. So Blake Snell, he's been all right this year. Post-injury ERA's, 2.54? That's not bad at all, obviously. Paul Skeens is going to limit the production, though. That's the thing. The Pirates, what they failed to do at the beginning of the season was win when Skeens was on the mound. That was just the whole thing, right? He would get no run support. His record at its worst this year was 4-8 for a guy who was going to win the Cy Young. Going into the All-Star break, Skeens had a 2 ERA at the 4-8 record. Now, you go forward to September now, he's 100% winning the Cy Young. 2.05 ERA, that's best in Major League Baseball, 6th most strikeouts in baseball, 5th best whip in baseball at .95, and a 9-9 record. Again, it should be way better, but the Pirates actually win games with Skeens on the mound now. So post All-Star break, Paul Skeens, again, not as the pitcher of record, but the Pittsburgh Pirates have won 6 out the 8 games Paul Skeens has pitched in post All-Star break. The 2 losses, a weird, funky game in Colorado at Coors Field, and then a loss in Milwaukee, Skeens' worst start of his career. Okay, and Skeens, that's the one team. It's when Skeens pitches against Milwaukee, I don't know, they have his number. What has he done since that Milwaukee start? 1 against Toronto, 1 against Colorado, and 1 in Boston against the Red Sox. He's the best pitcher in baseball, and it's not even close. And I'm just going to start doing this going forward, even on to next year. I love going Skeens strikeouts. The best thing to do, though, when Skeens is on the mound, especially when Pittsburgh, has their head on straight, is just play Pirates money line. Because considering how bad the Pirates are still, you're going to get somewhere near even odds or plus money when Skeens is pitching, and he's just good enough to get through starts. Sometimes the strikeout numbers aren't completely there, but I mean, he's the toughest guy to hit in all of baseball. And you got to consider as well, too, now, okay, the Pirates have nothing to play for, right? 14 games under. Less than a month left to go. They potentially should have the Cy Young here. I mean, I'll check the odds right now. Pittsburgh is going to try their absolute hardest to win Paul Skeens games. And they're going to be willing to say, okay, high pitch count, you want to go 7th inning? Okay, go out there. Because, we need to solidify this Cy Young, race. I mean, he's a minus 10,000 favorite to win the award, which is crazy. Next up is Christopher Sanchez at plus 1,400. And sure, against Sanchez. And then I guess Peralta's in third. But I mean, those guys feel like very distant, behind Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens, arguably, you can make a case should win National League MVP, but they're going to give it to Ohtani just because he throws 4 innings and has a 4.5 ERA. It's okay. It's okay. I think the Pirates lineup's going to find ways to scratch a couple hits together and runs together against Blake Snell. Look at Blake Snell's last 2 starts. They're not bad, but he gives up runs. And in a game where, the margin for error is so slim considering who's pitching for Pittsburgh, and I get it, he's facing that Dodgers lineup, but I'll get into that in a second, the last time he faced Los Angeles. Blake Snell's last 2 starts, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs against the Padres. How many runs of support did his team get him? Again, Snell gave up 2 runs. They gave him 1. Dodgers lose the game in San Diego 2-1. Last start against the D-backs, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. How many runs of run support did he get? 0. That's what happens sometimes with the Dodgers, especially when they face good pitching. So, Paul Skeens, last time he played the Dodgers, or he pitched against the Dodgers, it was in Los Angeles. But on that start, Paul Skeens goes 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 0 runs. His team wins the game 3-0. Again, best pitcher in baseball, and it's not even close. The highest ERA month Paul Skeens has had all year long is the first month of the year in April, 2.23. It's just ridiculous stuff. It is. It is ridiculous stuff. It's generational stuff. And I don't care who's hitting for the Pittsburgh Pirates, okay? Jared Triolo, Spencer Horwitz, Brian Reynolds, Tommy Pham, Andrew McCutchen. Give me those guys over Ohtani, Betts, Smith, Freeman. I think, actually, this might be a Will Smith day off, is it not? It is a Will Smith day off. Maybe they DH him, but he has caught in both Tuesday and Wednesday's games. That takes a very good bat out the lineup. So if that happens, there we are. Oh no, he got pulled in yesterday's game. We'll see. So he probably is not catching today. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's another elite hitter off the board for Los Angeles today. So I feel good about Pirates money line today. Again, we are playing the plus money all day long, plus 100 for Pittsburgh to go out there and beat the Los Angeles Dodgers, and not just beat the Dodgers today, sweep the Los Angeles Dodgers. Sign me up. Thankfully though, for the Dodgers, the San Diego Padres suck at baseball, so they'll be fine. And I told you, watch out for the Giants catching up to the Padres. Just watch out for it. They are right there. It's 5 games. No, it's 4 now. Ooh, another 4 of the Mets, 5 of the Padres. That's one I'd be scared of if I'm San Diego. The Giants are playing good baseball. Anyways, give me the Pirates. On to our next one, we move to our best player prop of the day. Had to go digging a little bit for this one, but it's okay. It's a good enough line. Let's go to Tampa Bay, Florida. Rays hosting the Cleveland Guardians. Give me Logan Allen over strikeouts today. Logan Allen's line today is 4.5 strikeouts. He's done this successfully in, I believe, 5 out of his last 6 starts. 4 out of his last 5 starts, Logan Allen has gone over 4.5 Ks. So let's look at his last start against the Mariners. Struggled a little bit with command, and actually, well, that's every Logan Allen start. Guys, Logan Allen's walked at least 3 guys in every single start in the month of August. So let's hope that he can hone that down a little bit, just a little bit this start. But it's a common occurrence in Logan Allen starts. However, last start against the Mariners, his team wins the game 5-4. Logan Allen, 6 hits, 4 runs over 6 innings, walks 3 guys, strikes out 5 batters. Start before that against the Rangers. This is the one where he doesn't get the strikeouts, and it was a bad start against Texas. On the road at Globe Life, 5 innings, 8 hits, 9 runs, 2 Ks. But the 3 starts prior, he gets it in every single one. Atlanta, 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 6 Ks. Miami, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 5 Ks. And then in Queens against the Mets, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, and 6 strikeouts. So Logan Allen has, for the most part, found ways to get it done. Okay, in Tampa, I get it. This is the most Mickey Mouse stadium in baseball other than Yankee Stadium. The Rays are on a winning streak right now. They've won, 7 straight games, I believe, 6 straight games, and they find themselves now 2.5 games out of the postseason because of how pitiful the Seattle Mariners have been. And I don't know, man, the Mariners might fall out of the postseason. Are we going to have to watch Tampa Bay Rays baseball in the playoffs? Are they going to find their way in? I feel like they're going to, aren't they? They just will. It's just what the Rays do, I guess. Anyways, and by the way, we don't care who wins this game. It probably will be Tampa because Logan Allen, regardless of what he does, he gives up runs. Now, yesterday, you might look at George Kirby's start yesterday and be a little bit discouraged. Well, that's just what happens to the Mariners sometimes. Yesterday, George Kirby against the Tampa Bay Rays goes 2 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, and 1 strikeout. I can almost guarantee you, I know Logan Allen had a blow-up start against another American League West squad in the Texas Rangers just a couple weeks ago. I can almost guarantee you that blow-up is not happening again tonight. The Rays, for as good as they have been, they are on a 6-game winning streak, right? They sweep the Washington Nationals. They sweep the Seattle Mariners, who are trying to get in the postseason. There is some regression that is do, and I get it. Playing in Tampa certainly does not help that because it's so easy to hit the ball there, and it's so easy to hit the ball out of the park. I mean, hell, look at the home run Julio Rodriguez hit yesterday. I mean, it goes like 320 something feet, but it gets out of the ballpark. It's a unicorn home run, right? Logan Allen should be fine, right? Rays should be a little worse at the plate today after, pulling off 3 straight games with 10 runs, 6 runs, and 9 runs after we saw them struggle a little bit in DC against the Nats. Now they won every single game. What I mean by that is their bat struggled some in those games. They just couldn't really get going and go over the top against Mitchell Parker and against Jake Irvin. I think Logan Allen's going to be good enough in this spot. I think the southpaw will find ways to get strikeouts against this Rays lineup, and there's strikeout candidates up and down the lineup, really. I know, again, yesterday they did not really strike out, but, we're going to get some matchups that I like, honestly. Brandon Lau, that's a good matchup, lefty-lefty. They bat... was it Bob Seymour, right? Bob Seymour, Hunter Fiducia, Josh Lowe. There's matchups that we can be okay with. I mean, Chandler Simpson doesn't really strike out much, but that's another lefty-lefty guy that you get in there. We should be all right here. I think Logan Allen, I think there's a lot of favorable matchups for him, lefty-lefty, and it's a good spot as a whole for him against a Rays lineup that is probably going to regress just a little bit. And also a huge series for Cleveland, by the way. We talked about Tampa's 2.5 games out of the playoffs. Cleveland's 3 games out. It's been a disastrous season for the Guardians, I would say. Gambling and all, they're 3 games out the playoffs with 20-something games to go. It's crazy. I don't know. I mean, it's wide open because of how pitiful the Seattle Mariners have been. Who will get to go into the playoffs and play the Houston Astros in the first round? We shall see. On now to our 4th best bet of the video. Let's go to our 3rd money line of the day. Again, going back to plus money. I think this line is even better now for the Houston Astros, and I'm sure it's going to close at even better odds as well. I'm going to check it right now. I'm recording this video at 1 o'clock in the morning, and the Astros are now plus 115 underdogs. Okay, we'll take the slight bump there. I think they're going to close at about plus 120 if I had to guess. I don't care. I'm taking the Astros here, guys. I saw Yankees. I was going on Yankees Twitter last night because I was pissed about what happened yesterday. I mean, what the hell? That don't get me started on the Yankees sometimes. On top of that, the umpire yesterday was god-awful. Devin Williams should never be placed in a high-leverage spot ever again. That's neither here or there. Aaron Boone's a horrible manager, okay, and the Yankees don't deserve to win in October. My point with all this is, I was going through Yankees Twitter, and Yankees fans were just doom posting essentially about how, we lost this game. Umpire sucked. By the way, that last strike 3 called a Jazz Chisholm was absolutely horrible. But they're saying, Yankees fans are saying, yeah, we're screwed tomorrow because Christian Javier owns us. So I had to dig deeper into that, and I looked, and yeah, Christian Javier is usually pretty good against the Yankees, with the exception of one start back on August 3rd, 2023. Christian Javier dominates the New York Yankees. He just does. As a whole, ERA is sub-2 against New York. Last start against the Yankees, and only start against the Yankees last season, he goes 6 innings of 4 hit and 0 no-run baseball. His best start ever against the Yankees was back in 2022, and sure, that's 3 years ago, but it just goes with the theme of Javier pitching really well against New York. 13 strikeouts in 7 innings against the Yankees in the Bronx. Yeah, Christian Javier does own New York, so I'm gonna go with the Astros here. Carlos Rodon's pitching for the Yankees. I get it, Rodon's been really good. 3.15 ERA in the month of August, but that's kind of inflated just because of his bad start against the Marlins in that weird 13-12 win for Miami at Lone Depot Park in South Beach. He's been really good since that last start against the Chicago White Sox. He goes 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 run. And I know yesterday I hyped up New York a little bit. I was talking about their big win streak because they beat Washington and they beat Chicago. Okay, well, that's a two-sided coin, obviously. It is much more difficult to beat Houston than it is the White Sox and the Nationals. I mean, that goes without saying, obviously. So I'm going to take Houston here. Guys, Houston's lineup, it's just different when Yordan Alvarez is in it. It just is. It's a different team, okay? It's a different squad. Yordan Alvarez, yesterday, starts the game 4 for 4, doesn't do anything in his 5th at-bat. But, I mean, he's the difference maker in that game. Yordan, in the bottom of the 7th inning, plates a run, down by 1 for Houston, ties the game up, and obviously, right, Devin Williams, the most expected thing ever. Oh, here trots out Devin Williams in the bottom of the 8th inning. I wonder what happens. 0-2 pitch to Carlos Correa, center, ball slapped into our balls, hit for a double down the line. Let's walk a guy. Let's walk another guy. And, we get a strikeout. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 9 spot up. Taylor Trammell bats 200. What does Devin Williams do? He walks him. He did get squeezed. I don't care. It's Taylor Trammell. I mean, Devin Williams is horrible. The Yankees bullpen's horrible. Then Camilo Doval comes in and he balks a guy in to score. Yeah, I'm done with the Yankees, okay? Give me Houston here, all right? The Astros lineup, Yordan Alvarez, 4 hits yesterday. Jeremy Pena, hard to pitch to, hits a home run in the 6th inning. Jose Altuve sucked yesterday. That means he's going to be better tonight. Carlos Correa, still good enough for the squad. Jesus Sanchez, yes. Christian Walker, not good. But good old Devin Williams walked him, right? So I get it. Rodon's been very efficient for the Yankees. He's been really good. This Astros lineup is very difficult to pitch to. And yes, the bottom of the lineup, I will hold up what I said yesterday. I don't like the bottom of the lineup. I hate it. I hate that this team bats Christian Walker on a nightly occurrence. However, the top of the lineup alone, though, is enough for me to pick them today. With Pena, with Yordan, with Altuve, with Correa, with Jesus Sanchez. That's enough for me, honestly. And on top of that, right, Christian Javier has been excellent against New York. So far this season, Javier, 3.38 ERA. I mean, last start against the Los Angeles Angels, right? 6 innings, 0 hits, 0 runs. He's come back from injury. Obviously, only has pitched the month of August so far, so only 4 starts. But that last start against the Angels, they really let him get going in a start. They let him go as deep as he has been so far. My goodness, Javier was good, right? Took a no-hitter into the 6th inning. Obviously, he had to get pulled because of the high pitch count. But Javier is getting there again. I think he's going to continue to do what he has done so far in his career, and that is dominate the New York Yankees. Give me Christian Javier, the Houston Astros, and Yordan Alvarez, who again is a difference maker out there to beat the New York Yankees. Guys, and by the way, why does Giancarlo Stanton, why do they not DH? Oh, I forgot Aaron Judge. Yeah, guys, this team's screwed if Giancarlo Stanton has to keep playing in the outfield. Like, is Judge ever going to play the outfield again this season? Because if not, ooh, man. And we talk about how bad, by the way, the bottom of the Astros lineup can be. Look at the Yankees bottom of the lineup. Austin Wells has 3 hits yesterday. That means he's due for some regression today. He's a .215 hitter. Anthony Volpe might be the worst baseball player I've ever watched. He can't do anything defensively. He can't hit. What does he even do? So actually, the bottom of the Yankees lineup actually is not that bad. It's just Anthony Volpe. I don't want to harp on Volpe because everybody harps on Volpe, but my goodness, is that dude horrible. I mean, they pinch hit him in the 9th for Jason Dominguez. It is what it is. Yeah, give me the Astros today. I'm taking the Stros to go out there and beat the New York Yankees. I believe they are better equipped to win this spot, especially, again, with the dominance Javier has shown against this New York team. Give me the Stros at plus money. 3 underdogs today. Let's cash all of them. Plus 110 for the Houston Astros. On to our final best bet of the video. You might know what it is. Here we go. It's our daily NRFI. I actually like this spot for a NRFI. The White Sox have changed starting pitchers. Well, they're going to go opener for Shane Smith. So, I would hope they know what they're doing, okay? Frazier Ellard gets the open tonight for Chicago out of Rossville, Georgia with a 4.82 ERA. However, he's been good recently, okay? His ERA is just that inflated because of, well, actually, he just got called up again. Well, his last 2 appearances have been good, okay? Gets called up in July. I believe he has a 28th man, if I'm not mistaken, 27th man. Gets called up again in September for September call-ups. Against the Minnesota Twins in Minnesota in this series on Monday. Pitches 5 outs. Doesn't give up a hit. Gives up a run. Runner's already on base. 3 walks. That's brutal. But Frazier Ellard, okay, again, if Chicago's opening with him and not Shane Smith, they've done this all year with Shane Smith, Davis Martin, Sean Burke. This is just what the White Sox do. They're kind of advanced in terms of baseball technology and whatnot, and just overall trying to figure out the game. By the way, the White Sox have won 3 of 3 so far in Minnesota, looking for the sweep today. The Twins are pitiful. Again, you got to think that the White Sox know something that we don't. They love the matchups here. So obviously 1, 2, 3 for Minnesota. That all starts with Byron Buxton. Buxton, obviously a right-handed hitter. Okay. Then Trevor Lawrence in the 2. Will Minnesota make an adjustment because of the lefty opener? Probably not, because here's my thing with this. And I've learned this throughout the year just with various teams and obviously the Washington Nationals as well. When teams face openers, they usually don't change the lineup because they basically make their lineup what they're going to see for the rest of the game. So Shane Smith, a righty, the Twins are not going to adjust anything. They're still going to prepare for right-handed bat. Right-handed arm. They're still going to prepare their lineup lefty heavy for the most part because at most Frazier Ellard's going to go 2 innings. So they don't really care again if we have to throw away a couple at bats and have to throw our guys out there lefty. They don't really care for that. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter because there's actually more righties at the top of the lineup for Minnesota. But okay. If we can get Byron Buxton first, who's going to strike out quite a bit, And then if you can keep Larnach off the base, Pats, who bats second, obviously, who is a lefty, then you get Luke Keyshaw, who's been really good since he's been called up. He bats 308, 4 home runs in about a couple months now. If you can just keep him off the base, Pats, obviously we're fine with Frazier Eller. That will come in the bottom half of the first inning. What are we getting in the top half? Taj Bradley. So the former Tampa Bay Ray gets moved, obviously, here to Minnesota. So far as a Twin, 2 starts, very mixed bag. One against the White Sox, 5 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs. Yikes. I gave up 3 runs in the first inning of that start that he had just a couple weeks ago. Last start, though, against the Padres, 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. We'll take that. I know the Padres lineup can be absolutely god-awful sometimes. I completely get that. That happens on a nightly occurrence right now with that team. Who are, by the way, going nowhere in the playoffs. I think Bradley's going to be okay. Here's what I'm getting to. I still like going against the White Sox for NRFIs just because I look at the top of their lineup and, like, yeah, it's improving kind of, but we're going to see what. Kyle Teal, Lavinian Sosa, Colson Montgomery, Edgar Cuero. Cuero could hit. I'll give that dude a lot of credit. 22-year-old who can really slug from the catcher's position. Colson Montgomery, I still think is going to be a very good baseball player, and the home run numbers have been there this year. He hit 2 home runs on back-to-back days on Sunday and Monday against the Yankees and Minnesota. And Linian Sosa is solid as well. I'm going to take my chances again against the White Sox. I just will, Taj Bradley, I know last start was bad against Chicago. Actually, he had back-to-back starts against the Sox. One with Tampa, where he only went 5 outs, 4 hits, 4 runs. And then his last one against the White Sox, 5 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs as a Twin. All right, what I'm getting to here is, dog, you got to come through. I mean, like, how many times are you going to get bitched by the Chicago White Sox? Also, I mean, your team needs you, pal. Taj, I know you were a Ray for most of the season. You're still only 24 years of age. Your team can't get 4 games swept by the Chicago White Sox, can you? Like, come on now. I think Taj Bradley's going to come through at least for 1 inning, because after the first inning, I'm going to shut this game off, and I'm going to get ready for Thursday Night Football with the Eagles and the Cowboys. Again, full NFL predictions in the description down below. Folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. We'll be back tomorrow for more daily MLB best bets and college football best bets as well. Make sure to go check out Greedo Plays MMA later today for our UFC Paris best bets. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.